Visit a little town called Nazareth.
Ooh, who's the pretty lady?
That's Mary. She's pledged to be married to a man named Joseph. Joseph is a carpenter. He's also a righteous man.
What's he doing?
Building something? Carpenters are always building something.
I hope it's a cradle.
I think you're getting a little ahead of our story.
Who's the other guy? He's all shiny like us.
That's Gabriel. He's an angel. He's come to talk to Mary. Let's listen.
Do not be afraid. I bring you good news and great joy. Do not be afraid. You have found favor with God. You will be with child and give birth to a son. You are to give him the name Jesus. He will be great and be called the Son of God. The Holy Spirit resides in the Virgin. The Holy Spirit will come upon him, and the power of the Most High will overshadow him. So the Holy One to be born will be called the Son of God. He will be Elizabeth, your relative, is going to have a child of her old age. She who was said to be barren is in her 6th month, for nothing is impossible with God. I am the Lord's servant, may his name be said.
What did all that mean?
The angel told Mary that she is going to have a baby.
And what-
Son of God.
And what did Mary say?
She said yes.
Oh, good. Now what? I like Mary. She seems really nice.
Oh, she is. After the angel left her, Mary went to visit her cousin Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, Mary!
When Mary arrived, she found that things were just like the angel had told her.
Mary seems really happy to see Elizabeth. Just think, Elizabeth is going to have a baby in her old age. It was a miracle.
Yes, and Mary wasn't the only one that was happy. Elizabeth was happy too. Listen to what she said to Mary.
Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the child that you will bear. But why am I so favored that the mother of my Lord should come to me? Blessed. As soon as the sound of your greeting reached my ears, baby of my womb leaped for joy. Blessed is she who has believed that what the Lord has said to her will be accomplished.
Did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Did you know that your baby boy would save your sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy would come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Did you know that your baby boy will give sight to the blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm a storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect Lamb? That sleeping child you're holding is the great I am.
did Joseph say?
And Joseph knew the baby wasn't his, but since he was a righteous man and did not want to expose her to public disgrace, he decided to divorce her quietly. But after he considered these things, God sent an angel to speak to him in a dream.
Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. She will be with child and give birth to a son. And give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins.
All of this was done in fulfillment of the ancient prophecy. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son and will call him Emmanuel.
Wow, that's a great name. What did Joseph do when he woke up?
He did just what the angel had told him to do.
Okay, so what happened next?
Now there was a little drama that went on in Rome. Caesar, the Roman ruler, ordered that everyone had to be counted.
Why would he do something like that?
Something about taxes, whatever those are. But in order to be counted, everyone had to go back to the family's hometown.
Sort of like a family reunion?
A little bit, but without the games or potato salad.
Oh, that's too bad. I love potato salad. Did they have cookies? I love cookies too.
I don't think so. It was a long and difficult trip, especially since Mary was going to have a baby.
Where did they go?
They went to a little town called Bethlehem.
Bethlehem. Hey, isn't that the one they sing about? I like that song. They mention stars in it.
Listen, I think someone's singing it now. Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in our she shine in the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are here to be tonight.
Wow, they can really sing. But listen, I thought this was a story about the first Christmas. When do we get to the part about the tree and the star?
There was no tree the first Christmas, but there was a star.
Where?
We're getting there. First, we have to hear more about Mary and Joseph. So Mary and Joseph arrived in Bethlehem, only to find there was no room for them to stay at the inn. They had to stay in a stable.
What? A stable? Like where cows and goats and sheep and ducks and...
Yep. Mary and Joseph stayed in a humble stable. There Mary had her baby, and she wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger. But God didn't just provide a new star to announce the birth of the Messiah. He also sent an angel to tell a group of shepherds all about it.
Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all the people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You will find the baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger.
Suddenly, a great company of the heavenly host appeared with the angel, praising God and saying,
Glory to God in the highest, on earth peace to men, on whom his favor rests.
Bethlehem turns into night, a town lit up by candlelight, all the children tucked in tight, as Bethlehem turns into night. The angels start their whispering about the one they're welcoming. No one knows what's soon to be, as the angels start their whispering. They sing glory in the highest. Come now, our King. We've been waiting. Come now, our King. Silence falls yet once again. The shepherds leave for Bethlehem. A baby's cry soon welcomes them. The silence falls yet once again. They sing glory in the highest. Come now, our King. We've been waiting. Come now, our King. And now my night has turned to day. An empty manger, empty grave, baby born so I could say that now my night has turned to day. And we sing glory in the highest. Come now, our King. We've been waiting. Come now, our King. Come now, our King.
When the angels had left them, the shepherds said to one another,
Let's go to Bethlehem. See, this thing has happened. The Lord has told us about it.
So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby who was lying in a manger. When they had seen him, they spread the word concerning what had been told to them about this child. And they returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things that they had heard and seen.
Singing over the plains and the mountains in that the end of the story? So that's the story of the first Christmas and the first star.
Yes, but there's a little more to the story. Look over there in the east.
Who are those guys?
They are the three wise men. They saw the new star and were wise enough to know it meant the Savior had been born. So they're following it to Jerusalem.
Wait a minute. Hey, fellas! You're going the wrong way! The baby's over there!
They are going to Jerusalem, to the palace, to look for the King of the Jews.
Who did they find?
Well, unfortunately, they met an evil man named Herod, who was the local ruler.
What is the one that's been born the King of the Jews? They saw a star in the east, and began to worship him.
When Herod heard this, he was greatly distressed and called in the Jewish chief priests and teachers of the law, and asked when the Messiah was to be born.
In Bethlehem in Judea, for this is what the prophet has written. But you, Bethlehem, and the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah. For out of you will come a ruler, who will be the shepherd of my people Israel.
Go to Bethlehem and search carefully for the child. As soon as you find him, come tell me so that I may worship him too.
So the wise men went on their way, and the star they had seen in the east went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the baby was. On coming to the house, they found Mary and Joseph and the baby, who was wrapped in swaddling clothes. They bowed down and worshipped him.
We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar. Field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
And they gave him their gifts, gold because Jesus is king, frankincense because he's the high priest, and myrrh because of the sacrifice. But having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they went home a different way.
Why didn't they go back to see King Herod?
Because Herod didn't really want to worship Jesus, he wanted to destroy him.
That's absolutely terrible! What ended up happening to baby Jesus?
An angel was sent to warn Joseph in a dream to take his family away to Egypt, where they would be safe. They escaped into the night before Herod found them.
Hooray! Is that the end of the story?
There's a little more. When it was safe to return, Jesus and his family returned to Nazareth, where he was raised. Jesus was the Son of God, and he did all the things that were prophesied about him. He lived a perfect life and died on the cross to take away our sin. Then he rose again and ascended into heaven, waiting to come down again to judge the world.
That's amazing! How do you know all of this?
Oh, I saw it all from up here in the sky. You know, I am the new star that appeared the night Jesus was born.
Really? You're the new star? Wow, you're so old!
Well, this story is over 2,000 years old, but it's still as true today as it was on that first Christmas. That's why we celebrate Christmas today.
Thank you for telling me the story. So what now?
Looks like it's time for another song.
And cookies? I love cookies.
Yes, we'll find you some Christmas cookies.